Hi, second grade. Welcome to the art room. Today, we are going to be starting our first project of the year. We are going to be doing a project that involves a variety of lines. This paper should look familiar to you because we did this last year. So this should be a review for you. If it's not a review for you and this is the first time you are seeing this, that's okay. Just follow along with us. Some of us need to practice because we may have forgotten over the summer. Now, lines in the art room are really important because it makes your artwork look more interesting. If we used the same line all the time in our artwork, it would look rather boring. So it's nice when we can add all kinds of different lines in our work. So what you're going to need is you're going to need the 10 famous lines worksheet. If you don't have this or you can't print it, you can always just use a blank piece of paper and just follow along with me. So the first line we are going to do is a straight line. You're also going to need markers. Sorry, I forgot that part. You're going to need markers or a pencil or crayons, whatever you have available to you. I'm just using markers because it's going to make my worksheet look a little bit more colorful. But if you don't have markers, no big deal. So the first line is a straight line. So a straight line is going to go across your paper like a horizontal line. Horizontal lines go straight across. And then I'm going to put the lid on my marker, switch colors. The next one is hills. Hills. This line almost looks like it has bumps in it or like a wave. And remember, this should all be review to you. The next is going to be a dotted line. And if I'm going too fast, you can always pause the video and catch up or work at your own pace. The dotted line is just little polka dots all lined up in a row, kind of like ants marching in a line. The next one is zigzag. Zigzag goes up and down. It almost reminds you of a capital letter M or mountaintops or even monster teeth. Switch colors. The next line is a dashed line. And this is a line that you would see in the middle of the road. Next is a bumpy line, and the bumpy line reminds me of a lowercase m or like a bunny rabbit that's kind of bouncing, hopping up and down. And then these last four lines, these lines are kind of challenging. So if they're tricky for you, it's okay, no big deal. We'll just need some extra practice. So if you're struggling with these, no big deal. You can always flip your paper over and practice a little bit before you work on these final four. A castle line reminds us of the top towers that you would see on a castle. So it's a straight line, then it goes up, across, and then down. Straight line, up, across, and then down. And you would just repeat that pattern until you get to the end of your rectangle. Next is a loopy line, and a loopy line should remind you of a roller coaster, and it goes in a big loop-de-loop. Mrs. Domboski does not like roller coasters. I am very scared of them. I bet you like roller coasters though, don't you? Yeah. Okay, next up is a spiral. A spiral is almost like a circle, but you stop before you touch that end and you keep going. You go all the way around. This is much easier if you use the tippy top of your marker. The tippy top of your marker. If you use the side, you're going to get a really thick line, and then it's going to be really tricky for you. So try to use the tippy top. All right, next up is mouse ears. This one's kind of silly. It's a straight line and then a bump. A straight line and then a bump. Straight line and then a bump. You're going to continue that all the way to the end. So it kind of looks like little mouse ears poking out from the top of that line. So, like I said, this should all be review to you. So what I want you to do is stop the video, restart it, and then you can do it on your own. Or you could have been working with me as I had gone down. It's totally up to you. I'm leaving it as your choice. Next up is a video all about how we're going to use these lines in a project. So I'm going to stop this video, start a new one, and when you're ready, you can start the new video.